Hi everyone, what's up? My name is Swani, and if you are new here, I make PR and lifestyle videos on YouTube. And if you are not new here, we are going to do a video that we did a couple of years ago that you guys really liked, which was me looking at the pitches that I get every day and seeing how we can improve them. For those of you who don't know, I'm the former editor-in-chief of a digital lifestyle publication for Latinos in the US, so I got a lot of pitches. A lot of the time, every day I got like at least 10 pitches. So I've seen all kinds of pitches. I've seen good, bad, the really effective ones. And because of that, when I left my role as editor-in-chief, I really wanted to create something that, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I really wanted to create something that would help business owners better connect to press without needing someone in the middle. So I created a course. It's called the Media Muse Method, and it teaches business owners and publicists how to pitch the press in a way that they're actually going to respond, how to better connect with press, especially for this world right now where social media is so big, data is so big. So I'm coming from the perspective of someone who has worked in editorial, and I really wanted to give business owners this advice, because a lot of people don't pitch themselves to the press, and I feel like you need to, you have to. It's going to be amazing for your business, obviously, but we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about pitches specifically. So just like I said the last time I did a video like this, I do not do this to laugh at anybody's work or to criticize anybody's work. Everybody's doing the best they can when they pitch. Everybody's doing the best they can at work. It's a tough world, so I don't want anybody to think that I'm here to criticize or to think that I'm better than anyone or anything like that. I just want to review these pitches with you so that you can learn a couple of things that you could do better and maybe get a response from that editor or get a placement from that editor that you are pitching. So it's all in good spirit and in good fun. And with that, let's get started. I'm gonna start off strong with this really good pitch I got the other day. By the way, even though I'm no longer an editor at that publication, I still sometimes do freelance writing, and people still pitch me because I was just there, like still this year in February, I was still working there. And so I sometimes still get pitches in my personal inbox. And so some of these are from when I was there and some of these are new. So I'm gonna start off strong with a really strong pitch that I received back in April. This is how I'll do it. I'll put the pitch up on screen and we will go through it together. We'll talk about the first part, middle part, and the ending part. And I will block out any sensitive information. So the subject line is, are you open to collaborations? It's not the worst subject line, not the best, because this is a pitch. This isn't really a collaboration. It's more of like a pitch for us to feature this person. So he says, hey there, Sunny. So obviously there, my name is not correct. It's a very common thing for people to misspell my name. I don't really mind, but some editors really do mind, and you should really pay attention to that if you are addressing someone. My name is, he puts his name, his position at the company, and then he says, I found your Latina blog through FeedSpot because our company is looking to partner up with people like you. And so he says, I found your Latina blog. It's probably because this might be like a mass email, and it might have like populated Latina blog instead of the publication that I work for. So that's something to always look out for if you are sending an email blast, because sometimes the areas that you have filled in are not going to be correct. So you always want to double check that. Through FeedSpot because our company is looking to partner up with people like you. Okay. As a subject ask, are you open to collaborations? Our company trains public speakers through the teachings and training of this person. We get to train and equip amazing thought leaders in a plethora of industries. And when they are done with training, we help them get interviews on blogs, podcasts, and other media channels. Right now, we have a speaker who fits your website. Me too. Okay, so here instead of saying like our company trains public speakers and like talking to me about what they do, I would just go straight into like, we have this amazing person, this is why you need to feature them, instead of giving me so much information about what their company does, because that's really sort of irrelevant to me. Like, I understand this is a pitch, and yeah, so I would just get into what it is. Right now we have a speaker who fits your website, and then it has the website's name, so they got it right there. That makes sense, but they got it right there, but they got it wrong the first time they mentioned it. So I would just double check for that when you're sending an email blast. And then he says his name is a PhD graduate who has an amazing story of growing up in the projects and to graduating with a PhD. His story is unique and for sure will help your audience get motivated and aspire to achieve big things. So this is the actual pitch this sentence is the actual pitch, right? This is where he could have gone so much harder in terms of like could have gone harder, but like, yeah, he could have gone so much harder in terms of describing why this person is amazing. Like, what is the story? Like, he grew up in the projects, but and then to graduating with a PhD, like there's a story there that I'm missing, that he's not communicating clearly, that he has to communicate a little bit better, actually a lot better. His story is unique and for sure will help your audience get motivated and aspire to achieve big things. But like, how would I know that from this very, very brief description of what his story is? So instead of telling me his story is unique, it would have been better if he just showed me, if he just told me why, like what makes it unique, like told me the actual story. And then he says, if you're willing to interview him, we'll put a backlink on our website, 15,000 organic monthly visitors, promote it on our social media, 2 million follower Facebook page, and help you get traffic to your blog. So this is something that not a lot of people do, but it is actually very effective strategy when you say, this is how I can help you get traffic if you do interview this person, because a lot of editors right now are looking to get more traffic to their site. So if this already makes sense for them, if I see this and I'm like, okay, like I'll check out his story, it makes sense for us to feature him because we're already featuring people who work and do things similar that he's doing, then why wouldn't I interview him? And then they have this like huge reach and they can promote it on their social pages and get more traffic to our website. This is key when you are pitching something. If you have a newsletter, if your client has a newsletter, if you have a strong social media following, and you can say that you're going to promote this story in your newsletter, in your social media following, that is added incentive to the editor to feature you, to feature your client, because they're gonna get that traffic back, which is what editors are always looking to do. They always want traffic on their site because that's how they sell ad space, that's how they get more partnerships with bigger brands. And so this is a really great way to incentivize them to feature your client or yourself or your business or whatever it is. And then he says, what do you think? Are you interested? Just let me know and we'll get the ball rolling. Thanks for taking the time to read this email. So this was kind of like just a standard ending of an email. I always like to end with like a more specific question, like a call to action, so that I actually am motivated to reach out. And I think at the beginning I said that this was a really good pitch. I think just because of the backlink note, I think that's something that stands out to me that other people don't really do really often. So I was like, oh, this is really smart. But the pitch itself is not that great. It could be great. It could have potential if he actually told me what this guy's story was. But he didn't, and he gave me a lot of extra fluff information that I really didn't need. And so I would have loved to see more of this person's unique story. I love the note about the backlink. I think that's really smart. So yeah, that's really what I think about that specific pitch. He then followed up to check if I got his email. He followed up the next day, which was, he sent this pitch a Friday. He followed up on the Saturday following. Not the best time to follow up because you had just sent the pitch, and plus it's a weekend, so it's not like the most effective way to follow up. But then he followed up again in May. He's like, you know, sorry to keep bothering you, whatever. He followed up. So he followed up two times, which I always recommend people to do. You don't just want to like leave a pitch there and not follow up because maybe the editor didn't see it, or they forgot to open it, or they opened it at a time when they were really busy. So it's always good to follow up maybe like once or twice. Maybe the second time you follow up, give them a different angle. Make them see how this can work with them in a headline format. I teach all of this in my course. And so yeah, so this was that pitch. Not that bad, but also not the best. The next pitch is a beauty pitch, and I think for this video I'll just do those two because I spent a lot of time on that last one. So I'll just do these two. And if you guys like this style of video, like if you like me going and reviewing pitches and going deep into the pitches, I can continue to do this. Like I can make this a series and we could just do a ton of videos. But I feel like it's already 15 minutes in and I've only talked about one pitch. So I'm going to talk about just this last one and we'll go deeper into it. And then let me know in the comments if you want more videos like this. So this one is a beauty pitch. It says brand's name launches Renew travel size skincare kit. So not like the most specific subject line, but also I kind of think it's new. I don't like, it makes me kind of want to click on it because I want to know what it is. Also because I like skincare and who doesn't like skincare, you know? So Dear Swanee, a beloved beauty brand's name, is excited to announce the launch of his third discovery kit, the Renew Kit. This travel size set includes 4 products designed to exfoliate, hydrate, activate, and protect the skin using his signature products. The kit launches nationwide on March 25th, online and in stores. Below is a full press release and image. Hope you can share this news. So then they go into the press release, which I will spare you from reading. It's actually a pretty good press release. It talks about what the products do and has photos, photo credit, talks about like each individual product itself, and that's it. I'm not really a fan of press releases unless I'm only a fan of press releases in certain occasions. But anyway, in her actual pitch, I think she could have gone a little bit deeper by just giving me ideas of how this could work for my upcoming coverage. And that's why I always say, look at the month that you're in, and if it's summer, maybe it's like connected to summer. Connect this this kit that you are pitching me about to like summer skin. Like what happens in the summer? Maybe your skin dries out more. Maybe you want to do less makeup. So like, how is this gonna be a great kit for you in the summer for my readers, you know? So I always say, try to give the editor ideas and try to give them ideas and headline format of how this pitch, of how this client can work for their audience. Like if I were to actually say yes to this pitch, maybe give me an idea of how and when I can place this product. This also really helps the person that's pitching. It also really helps them secure the coverage faster, because if you connect it to a special date that's coming up, if you connect it to something timely, then the editor is going to want to cover it faster. They're going to want to get this news out there faster, which always works in your benefit. So that's why I always say, like, don't just leave the news as it is, but always give ideas. Always try to include just like a little hook, like a little bit of something, like, oh, this is great for summer because this and this and that. And I would have loved to see more of that in this pitch. But I do think this was one of those occasions where they maybe sent out an email blast, just a general note about the kit. Then they send out the press release right under it, and then they follow up with like editors who they really want coverage from, and they kind of maybe they do a more dedicated pitch to them as their follow-up. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing this is about, because I know this particular agency, they usually have really good pitches, and I know that this person is very good at what she does. And so so maybe this was like one of those instances where you just send out an email blast, then you follow up later. But yeah, that's what I would have loved to see, a little bit more of a specific subject line and maybe some story ideas in the actual pitch itself. If you need help with pitching, I have a free pitching template that you can download. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. I also have, if you are wanting to get into TikTok or grow your TikTok account, I also have a TikTok checklist that you can download, and that's a really good one too. So, and once you download the freebie, you'll be in my newsletter where I share a lot of more in detail things about PR and about writing and all this stuff. So make sure to download that. If you're a business and you want to learn how to pitch yourself to the press, I have a course specifically for that. It's also going to be linked in the description box below. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Hope you got a lot from it. Let me know if you want more videos like this in the comments below, or let me know if you want me to even go deeper into the pitch, to maybe like type out some things that would be helpful. Let me know, because if you let me know what you need, then I can help you better. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here next time.